Okay, and we're set. We are set, right? Okay, let me just copy and paste the links and just start sharing the stream everywhere real quick. And we're gonna be solving like okay, there's not much today. There's like there are like 3 differential equations we'll be solving today, all of which are linear or well, not linear. This one is not linear. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one's not linear, but most of them will be just ordinary differential equations. Because that's what my homework assigned me to do. Yeah, it's my assigned homework. Let me wait for my YouTube channel to show up so I could so I could share the link real quick. Because I don't know how to grab the link directly. Hello, Smart. Hello, Mari. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're solving a differential 3 differential equations today. I could copy the link. Yep, I can. Okay, copy, and then just gonna paste this link. What should I put it in the Discord channel? I'm just gonna call it like doing my homework. Did I? Okay, yeah, I said it correctly. Okay, yeah, I said it's stream 2. Boop. And then just pasting that. Yep. Alright. Where else? Where else do I put this? I guess I could put this in another server. I don't want to be like a total sellout and like, Yep. Alright. Putting that there. Oh, right. Completely forgot about my, Twitter. And post that there. And that should be enough. Okay. So, we're doing differential equations today. Did the, stream overlay show up? I'm gonna test it as well. It better did. Can someone send something in chat, or I could, yeah, hold on, I could just, chat overlay test, and send, and it should show up in my stream now. Hey, there it is. Okay, so it works. Nice. So yeah, we're doing differential equations today. Not gonna be a long stream like last time. We are doing just most of the time, the longest ones are probably going to be the classical mechanics streams. Yeah, most of these streams are going to be like, the longest ones are going to be classical mechanics, because classical mechanics, you have to set up a lot of equations, you have to solve them, etc. Here, we already have the equation set up, all we have to do is solve it. Alright. So we're just gonna solve this one, and we're gonna move on to the next. Probably won't be a long stream because I hope I'm gonna get the stream done before someone calls me like last time. So let's start. So this equation, really it should this is a differential equation. You can rewrite it as, hold on, I think I want to zoom in. You can rewrite it like in a more conventional form, I guess. Okay, yeah, I actually set my pressure sensitivity. You know what? I'm gonna try to get used to it. Hello, Almond. Okay. Yup. Do not call me. I mean, Almond, don't call me. Don't try to call me. I'm not falling for it this time. So I add that, and we can rewrite it like this. Give me a sec. We can rewrite the equation like this. But it doesn't matter, I'm just writing it down like this because, you know what, I might need a little bigger brush size. Okay, so, we can solve this one. Yeah, I'm just writing this, actually I should not have written it down on the same layer. But, yeah. Boop. Alright, so we're gonna solve this one. First of all, again, I'm gonna write it down. In the, I'm safe. Yay! No one's calling me on Discord today. Later over later. Yep, Neon. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Oh, we have 5 people here. So, this is the form that would be given normally. Can I be mod now? I completely forgot how to do it. You know what? I feel like it would be a mistake. Alright. You're a mod. Yep. Okay. So, we're gonna use the upper form here. And then, do you guys remember how I did it? If we have this kind of differential equation, how would we do it? How would we go with doing this one? Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna move this thing to the other side real quick. There's negative xy dy by dx. Okay, so do you guys remember my projectile motion video? Or if you haven't watched it, once you're done with the stream, you should go and watch it. I can't remember shit. Neon being mod is just as bad as me. I don't know. You two can settle your own beef. Alright, so if you don't remember what we had in my projectile motion video. So let's just have the words of both words, okay. Minecraft projectile motion. Alright. Minecraft projectile motion. So this is a little side quest that we're gonna have. Minecraft projectile motion, we're gonna go with the x-axis. No, let's just go for the y-axis. What do we have for this one? Back in that video of mine, we discovered... Alright, so Yalman. So back in that video of mine, we discovered the fact that the acceleration is equal to negative beta v in the y-axis. I'm gonna write it as the y-axis, and then you add in the gravity, the acceleration due to gravity. This was the projectile motion that we had. I'm gonna rewrite this. I'm gonna rewrite this a to be dv by dt. You know, a is the acceleration. Also, I don't remember the XP thing. Is that new? XP? Oh yeah, it is a new feature. I don't know what it's about though. Like, it's probably depending on how many times you commented on a live stream, or maybe like in general. I don't know. But yeah, it's a new feature. I don't know if you can like play with it. Yeah. So this equation, dv by dt equals to negative beta v plus g. This is the equation we discovered back in my projectile motion video, which you absolutely should go watch. Yep. Okay. So, how are we going to solve this? Well, we do know that this entire term, v here is, it is dependent on... The term v is dependent on time, but it's also dependent on just straight up just v. What we could do is this differential equation. We bring an elephant. That is that racism because I'm Thai? Anyway. And now I try to write the and now I'm trying to write the fraction. No, I didn't mean. Yep. We bring this guy over to the other side, and then we bring dt here over to this side. I swear to. Okay, Neon, I trust you. You totally did not mean to be racist. Alright, so what we can do now is on the left hand side we have beta, we have v, we have g. All of them is a function. It's an beta and g are not are constants, but v here is an explicit function of v, obviously. And on the right hand side is honestly just 1 times dt, right? So what we can do here is we could integrate the function. Boop. Boop. Look, I know I might be a racist, but I completely didn't mean to. Alright, Neon. I'm blocking you now. Well, how could you? How could you? So we can integrate this function by using use substitution. So what we can do is we can change dv here to be is it gonna go through the filter? No. Oh, you're a moderator. Your messages do go through the filter, I think. So anyway, d here is gonna be negative beta v plus g instead. But because it's use substitution, we're gonna have to divide it by negative beta. Alright, and the right hand side you can integrate it normally, and it's gonna turn out to be just t plus the integration constant c. I'm gonna call it c1 first. Or did I can let it drop the r slur anytime? No, okay. You know what? Yeah, fair. We can have a truce. Don't do that. I won't call you a racist, and you're not gonna drop a slur on my screen. Okay, so we integrate this guy, and we're gonna end up with natural log of negative beta v plus g. Alright. And this is gonna be negative 1 over beta, and on the right hand side is gonna be t plus c1. Oh god, you have too much power. I've made a mistake. So we have plus c2 over here as well. Now what we can do is c2 here and c1 here, they're both constants that we don't know the value of yet. So it doesn't really matter what value we have here. We just move c2 here over to the other side. It becomes t plus, it's going to be c1 plus minus c2, which I'm just going to turn it into just capital C. And then this one becomes negative beta t. This one actually going to becomes negative beta c. But beta is also a constant, and c is also a constant. We're going to turn all of this into another constant, which is just going to be, I'm just going to call it c again. So the left hand side, we brought beta, negative beta up here. So we're going to be left with natural log of negative beta v plus g. Okay, so how have you guys been? How have you been lately? As I do a little bit of algebra to solve for v as a function of t, how have you been recently? The right hand side becomes e to c, e to negative beta t, and so we're going to end up with v equals to, I've been good, that's great, that's great. Have you considered doing homework stream as well, Neon? Okay. Bored. Well, I have my stream to entertain you, I suppose. How about you? I've been good, actually. University has actually been pretty chill so far. Well, it's not that chill, but like, you know, it's the first week of the semester. There's like not much going on just yet. I'm gonna call e to the power c here, k. You're not doing a homework stream. Fair enough. You know, maybe it's actually a good idea, you know, if you like do a homework stream, because like it's gonna let you I don't know. It's gonna make sure you don't procrastinate or something. Bring g over so this just becomes g, and divide that by beta, so that actually becomes plus g over beta. So this is, I can turn this k over beta here into another constant. I'm gonna call it big A. And now we have solved the differential equation. You pull a quackity. What do you mean by that? Wait, hold on. What? I'm trying to think. What does that mean? Alright, so this is how I solve the differential equation. So if we go back, if we backtrack a little bit, backtrack a little bit. What we did was I brought this dv. No, I kept this dv over here, and I brought this dt over to this side, and then I integrated both sides of the function. And that is how we're going to approach this equation that is in my homework today. Alright. And that's the, yeah, it's the same way we're going to approach our homework today. Why am I saying our? It's literally my homework. So I'm gonna shrink this guy down a little bit, and we're gonna follow through with the guideline. I don't mind the red marker. I'm gonna delete that in a bit. Alright. So what I misclicked. Actually, no, I didn't misclick. My mouse double clicks. Okay. Quaggy did a live stream once in the middle of the night. Shadow's being active a lot. He yelled at them to go to bed while he does his homework. Ah, I see. You should do that. You should do that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you can do, maybe it probably would. There are two possible outcomes from doing that. Either you are gonna end up being disciplined enough to do your homework, or you're gonna get a lot of subscribers. Either way, it's probably good. Or you could get both. Brother, I do that on a daily basis. Yep. Wait, you mean like procrastinate or do homework? Except for the homework. Fair enough. So, here what we do is, what we did was, we multiplied both sides by dy, which isn't really a correct way you say it. Mathematically, dx is like not really defined unless it's in an integral or a derivative. But here, what we can do is, what we're gonna do is we have written it in this form. Okay, we have written it in this form, and so now we have dy over here, and we have 1 plus y squared over here. What we are gonna do is we're gonna move this one to this side. Because we have dy on this side, we have 1 plus y squared on this side. And dx here is going to be moved over. That is, I'm going to multiply both sides by dx. So the dx on this side cancels out with this one, and we're going to have dx on this side instead. And then I'm going to bring x down over here. What that's going to look like is... Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, I didn't draw on the wrong way. What it's going to look like is it's going to be negative y over 1 plus y squared, and this is going to be dy. On the left hand side, it's going to be 1 over x dx. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to integrate both sides of the equation. And I'm going to do I'm going to give like a general formula for this like later on. Once I'm done with this homework, and then we're going to apply it to the next question. Except for homework. Okay. As I do the integration, God, if there are gifs, I would spam the hell out of it. What gif would you spam, Leon? Do you have one in mind? Natural log of x is actually supposed to be like absolute value of x. So, yeah. In case someone's gonna be screaming at me in the comments, yeah, I will do that. And this is gonna be integral of 1 plus y squared, and this dy here is gonna be dy squared. Because dy squared, okay, if we take a look at this, hold on. dy by dx. Wait, no, wait. Give me a sec. By chain rule. Calculus, yep. Note writing, like, Ah. Yeah, you would probably spam that. I wouldn't mind. You know what? It's for the sake of audience interaction. It's just gonna boost my algorithm. I don't mind. And by the chain rule, this is gonna be how this is how it would go because of the chain rule. And so dy, why dy here? We had y. Wait, what? Give me a sec. It looks like I'm supposed to have a meeting right now. Oh. I am supposed to have a meeting right now, except they told us at like 1 p.m. Well, I'm not joining that meeting. Hello, fellas. Okay, yep. You guys are... I'm getting called now. Welcome back. So, here, what was I saying? Right, fuck the meeting. I'm doing homework. So, we take the derivative, and we're gonna get this chain rule over here. Which means that dy squared, I'm gonna, delete this. They are really pinging everyone. They really want everyone to, like, join the fucking meeting. Wow. Really? Actually, how many people would be? Oh, there are like 20 people. They're not gonna do an attendance check. Hello, Kato. Hello, Esther. Hello, Frost. Hello, Kukina. Welcome to the stream. We're doing more calculus. Hey, Tessie. Howdy. Answer the call. No, I'm not answering the call. Anyway, so we have y dy here, which means that, before this we had 2y dy equals to dy squared. Where's the next? Okay, so that means y dy is equal to 1/2 dy squared, like this. And so here we do have y. Here we did have y and dy. So now we turn this into dy squared, which means we're gonna have to make it into 1/2. Like that. Okay, where did everyone come? I honestly don't know. Suddenly everyone, the moment the meeting started, everyone's just joined for some reason. Okay, this is gonna be -1/2. I'm gonna integrate. This is gonna be 1 plus u. I'm gonna change y squared to u, so it will be easier to look at. And we're gonna integrate this. We're gonna get integral of natural log of 1 plus u. Okay, an absolute value. But it doesn't really matter. U here is y squared, which means this guy is gonna become a, of course, the constant of integration. This one is gonna be a positive number anyway. So what we're gonna have is we're gonna have -1/2 natural log of 1 plus y squared plus some constant function. To the left hand side we're gonna have natural log of absolute x is equal to that. Okay. So what's next? Next we trying to solve this for y. You've come for your void. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a random YouTube recommendation. Hello, McCurber. How do you even pronounce that? I actually have never pronounced that word before. Macabre? It looks like it. Yeah, because like okay, honestly I never knew like why there's the RE there. Like why is it not an ER? Like where is that? Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Right, I'm gonna bring C, this constant C, over to the other side. Hello, 979th person who can't pronounce. It's Laydens Macabre. Yep, I'm very good at English. Natural log of Thank you, Cyan. Very useful. Okay, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that, and so I brought C over to this side, subtract it, and then divide and then multiply both sides by -2. So on the right hand side, we're gonna be left with natural log of 1 plus y squared, which means we're gonna end up with use all your points in math and not pronunciation. Honestly, yeah, probably. I did that. Yep. Okay, what the fuck do I do next? I exponentiate both sides by e. So the right hand side will become 1 plus y squared. The left hand side is going to become e to the power of 2c times e to the power of -2 natural log of absolute value of x. And then this one is going to be another constant. I'm going to call it k. And e to the power of -2 log. Yeah, that. Hello, people. Why are you calling? Why are you saying hi? You've been here for like 5 minutes. Anyway, this is going to become natural log by property of the don't call me. I'm not a furry. Why do you think I'm a furry? Anyway, but the property of logarithm. I think it's like Mexican. What? What's Mexican? The word? The word. I don't think the word is Mexican. Actually, what is the word? Hold on. I gotta look it up. Give me a second. I'm not sure if it's gonna like go through. The furry artsy posed in a group chat. Shut up.
Macabre.
Really?
Macabre.
That's how you pronounce it? Macabre? Really? That's how you pronounce it? Wait, what about the British pronunciation?
Macabre.
Macabre. Okay. That makes no sense. Okay, how about the meaning? Oh, I know what the meaning, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's French. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Trust me, I didn't start this one. Okay, yeah, you... Actually, did she start this one? She did. Oh my god, she did. Actually, no, she didn't start this one. I'm blaming you nonetheless. So there's going to be 1 plus y squared. And this, e to the power of natural log of something is just going to be that something. Hello, Kuro. Welcome to the stream. Alright, and this is going to be absolute x squared, which doesn't matter. Because it's just going to be... Because the absolute value... I guess that's Google way I take what my co-leader calls me. Alright. I delete the absolute value sign here because whatever you do, whether it's absolute value or not, once you square it, you're gonna get this. You're gonna get the same thing. So this is what you're gonna get. Hello, squirrel. Did I pronounce that right? I suck at English. I'm starting to doubt my own pronunciation. 11 people are watching you do homework. This is peak YouTube content. Holy shit. Alright, so now we have k, we have this whole thing, we're gonna end up with y equals to square root, the notorious imaginary unit. We're gonna ignore, yeah, we're gonna ignore the complex plane here today. Rocker James, hello. Welcome to, wow, that is a lot of people. Oh, they sent the stream link. Hello, Bacon. Ah, that makes sense. Alright, so now we're going to end up with k over x squared subtracted by 1. And this is our value of y. This is our value of y that will satisfy this differential equation. Been there, done that. Alright guys, are you having fun solving the differential equation with me? Y equals 0 when x equals 5. Now, the thing is, from this equation, there's no, from the question... Oh, Cyan, you have to leave? Okay. Rocker Jam, see ya. Alright, so y here, they didn't actually like tell you the value of k, because the value of k actually is told when you have this. This is called the initial. This is called the initial or boundary condition. You know, there are conditions that will tell you specifically what the answer is. Wait, who's a furry here? I think it's at least half the chat right now. All right, so yeah, so that means, so okay, this is a first order differential equation because you only take the derivative once. Initial, yeah. So you only take the derivative once. In order to undo the derivative, what you're gonna end up with is you're gonna integrate it. At least you most likely are gonna be integrating it. And when you integrate it, you're gonna end up with a constant. And this constant, we don't really know what it is yet without the boundary condition. If you integrate it once, you're gonna end up with one constant. And if you integrate it twice, you're going to end up with two constants. You get the idea. So that means this constant here is going to be the value that we'll have to find according to the initial or boundary condition. How are we going to find that? Well, k here is the constant that we need to find, and we know that professional psychological physicists, we know that y equals 0 when x equals to 5. So that means when x equals to 5, this becomes 25, this is 1. So that means that this whole thing must be equal to 0 as well. And if we square both sides, we're going to end up with the fact that k over 25 equals to 1, which means that k is equal to 25. With that in mind, we can finally form the final function that we want to know. The function that we want to know is the value of y as a function of x, and it has the value of square root of 25 over x squared minus 1. And this is our answer. Yay! Any of you guys clap, applaud? We got the function. Yay! All right. Yup. With a theoretical degree. Yep. Okay. So we got the function. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plot it in desmos.com because why the fuck not? I hope I don't. Which tab do I? Give me a sec. This is desmos.com. I'm gonna plot it in desmos.com. Let me screen share my desmos real quick. We got a function, and is it this one? It's not this one. Give me a second. I can't find it. Is that goes to my? Does that go to the right? That does not go to the right window. Where's my? Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we have the graph. Y equals to what again? Y equals to 25 over x squared minus 1. And that is our function. Okay. So, according to the problem, y is 0 when x equals 5. And that is indeed true. And we also know that from the question... this guy, nice trumpet, thank you. This is, yeah, I don't think this is Gabriel's horn. I don't think that's the right thing. Anyway, I'm gonna call this a function f of x, so that we can plot this and verify the fact that it is true. So, 1 plus f of x squared. This is according to the question. Eiffel Tower. Yeah, you're right. This is the Eiffel Tower. Most random recommendation. I'm gonna flip a coin. If it's head, then I'll be gone. Damn. Is that a reference? Never mind. Close enough. Wrong rotation. And then what's the other side? And then we also have negative x times f of x. Oh, what the fuck? And then multiply this by f prime of x, and we have this exact same. And we have the exact same function. Yippee! So, yep, that confirms our answer. So my answer is indeed correct. Okay, cool. Back to paint.net. Okay, so let's generalize that a bit. More cards. Yeah. Does this stream actually inspire a new card for the game? Let me go grab my other homework. I accidentally opened my Opera GX, my main Opera GX tab. You know how many Opera GX tabs I have on my, my main Opera GX? That is a funny thing to stream. It is pretty funny. Absolutely. You know how many tabs I have on my Opera GX, on my main Opera GX? 473 tabs. I have 473 tabs on my Opera GX. Well, ain't that fun? Alright, on to the next question. Close some tabs. It's not that many. Come on, guys. It's not that many tabs. It didn't even hit 100. Actually, should we celebrate? Are you archiving the whole internet there? Every day is getting more and more. Yeah, the thing is, Opera doesn't close it. Unlike when I was using Chrome, like Opera GX doesn't close the tab when you close Opera GX. It's eating your computer. That's why I'm closing it right now. I have Opera GX closed right now, except for like the smaller ones. But it's all right. My computer will be fine. So now we have this equation. So before this, what we had, the other equation, right? We can write it in the form of. We could rewrite it in the form of. Give me a sec. You better make source code mechanic explanation video of a game, or else I'm not watching your video while eating. Close the tabs. Come on, guys. It's 473. It's not that much. Okay, so what we did there, we had dy by dx, which you could write it. The other one, you can write it in terms of f of x, g of y. This was what we had in the other equation. If for some reason, I don't need help. I'm completely fine, Neon. I'm completely fine. I'm normal. dy by dx. This is I can rewrite this in the form of -1 plus y squared over y times 1 over x. So this is the question. This is what we had in the prior question, and we can write it in this form, right? F of x is 1 over x, and g of y is. Did I do that right? Wait, bring this over to the other side. Yeah, okay. And g of y is 1 plus y squared over y. I only have 69 tabs open. If I, for some reason, does what squirrels say and stream my card game, you can send me to Thailand. Maybe. I don't know. I don't stream that often. Except for a few days ago and today. Anyway. Okay, you're gonna be on. Okay, you're lagging. See ya, Kuro. So, what we have here, we can... This equation is known as... This type of differential equation is known as separable differential equations. separable differential equations. Screw math, I'm out of here. See ya, squirrel. We can bring dx to the other side. To solve this type of equation, we have to bring gy to the other side and dx to the other side, such that we would have this. And then we integrate both sides. The left hand side, alright, so I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. What we are gonna end up with is we're gonna end up with thanks. Hello Flux, welcome to the stream. So the left hand side we're gonna get something like g of y, and the right hand side we're gonna get something like big F of x, and we're gonna have plus some constant. The constant can be on both sides. Either way, we're gonna like move the constants and merge them into one anyway. So what we would end up with is y is gonna be equal to the inverse of g time of f of x plus the constant, and this is gonna be our solution. So let's follow that. Except I forgot to put this on the other layer. So now it's on the questions layer now. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna shrink all of that, and then I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm gonna use the fill bucket tool to fill the rest. Okay, we're back, chat. We are so back. So let's do exactly that. We're gonna try to write this in the form of big F subscription on 6. We're going to try to write this in the form of separable differential equation. So let's see what we can do. How the fuck do I do this? Okay, I see. So we have dy by dx. I'm being Walter right. Is that so? I'm not. Am I cooking? Chat. We're gonna divide that by x squared minus 1, and we can factor out the y. Okay. So we can do this. Okay, now we can format this into f of x and g of y. You're actually not calling me anymore, which I'm glad. He's a chemist, but it's kind of the same with math. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, physics students and shit. I don't know. We can rewrite this, of course, in terms of f of x and y of x now. So this is going to be x squared minus 1, and then it's going to be 2y squared plus 1 divided by y. So we have exactly the same form as this one now. So we're just gonna do exactly that. Okay. Theoretically, you can use math to make math. Yeah. Not theoretically, you literally have to use math. Because you have to get the precise amount of each ingredients, and you have to do stuff with the precise amount of time. I actually have, because it's also majoring in science, she's going for chemistry. So I might ask her about that one day. No promises. Stoichiometry, yeah, or whatever however you pronounce it. I'm not good at pronunciation. So we're gonna integrate that function. We're gonna move this guy. No, we don't move this guy. This guy stays here, and dx is gonna come up here. So we're gonna have x over x squared minus 1, and then this is gonna be dx. I completely forgot about the fact that, oh, never mind. Okay, I misremembered. Okay, I want to play Minecraft again. Yeah, Minecraft is still fun. Okay, the right hand side, we did this before. We literally just integrated pretty much the same function, just with minus 1 instead. So I'm gonna do exactly that. Burp. Why do you keep burping in my chat? Okay, so the right hand side, The right hand side you can integrate it, and I'm gonna skip it, and it's gonna be this little guy, I think. Actually, wait, should I? I'm actually a little not confident. Let me make sure that it is the case. Give me a sec. There's gonna be 1, and then there's gonna be d of x squared, and there's gonna be x squared minus 1. So we're gonna end up with. Why did I have a negative over? Oh, yeah, because it came from the other side. Okay. So we're gonna end up with 1/2 times the natural log of x squared minus 1. Absolute value of x squared minus 1. So this means the value is gonna be a little weird then. Yeah. Anyway, we plus c, which is gonna be the I want to, but I'm still traveling. Just go home. I don't think he can go home. I think he's on the trip. Tessie. I think Leon's on a trip to like Leon, you're in Spain, right? I think you're in Spain. Unless you have already gotten out there out and you are somewhere else now. You guys remember how I did it? My brother in Christ, you don't even know what you're doing. Yeah, don't worry. You get what I was doing if you look back at the stream. I hope, at least. Anyway, you do this integration. This becomes, on the left hand side, becomes 1/4 integrating and the integral times look back at what you wrote. Yeah, still in Spain without the s, right? Is without the s, right? Yeah, pain. Yeah, why did I have to write that out? In the world direct is happening. Oh, neat. There better be a Silk song. There better be Silk song on there, or we're rioting. We're gonna riot. I'm gonna go and check Twitter, and Twitter is gonna fucking blow up because Silk song is coming out next month or something. Imagine if it is coming out. Okay, so this thing just cancel out with the 2 on the other side. This one, you integrate it, it's just gonna become natural log. It's just the same thing. Riot these nuts. Okay. Yeah, it's just the same thing. 2y squared plus 1. The right hand side just natural log of 2 times the natural log of absolute x squared minus 1. And you messed up that thing up there. Where? We have 30 minutes left. Silk Song is coming out in fall. Ah. When is fall again? Because, like, Thailand doesn't have the, fun fact, Thailand doesn't have the fall or the autumn season. There's only summer, hotter summer, and the hottest summer. I swear to Allah, if we don't get it, Australia is gonna get it. Yup. So now we exponentiate again. We exponentiate the whole thing. So we're gonna end up with that. Hot summer and rainy summer. Yep, that is exactly it. And the right hand side is gonna become x squared minus 1 squared, and then c here is gonna be some constant k. Now what? We have hot, hotter, and hell. True. Now what? Now we know that on the left hand side the absolute value doesn't do shit. Oh, fall is October, November, and December. Wait, no, isn't that winter? Or am I mistaken? Oh wait, it is. Summer, spring, winter, and flood. Yeah. Actually, when is fall? Because, you know, fall is... anyway, the left-hand side, the absolute value here doesn't do shit. Because y squared here is already positive, and then you add in a positive number. So all of this is going to be positive anyway. So the absolute value here doesn't do shit. So I'm just going to remove it because I hate it. And so we're going to end up with x squared 1, and then subtract that by 1, and we delete this 2 by dividing the whole thing by 2, and then I delete this. Okay, and then I square root the whole thing. But for the result to be true, to stay most general, fall is October, November, and December. Oh, you should know this. My birthday falls on autumn. Ah. Autumnal equinox is September 22nd and 23 and 23rd in the north. Ah, that's like 4 days or 5 days after my birthday. I take the square root of the whole thing, and we're gonna end up with k x squared minus 1 squared minus 1 divided by 2. And that is our function. But we're not done yet. Again, we have this k thing that we have to deal with. Earlier we had this k thing we had to deal with earlier, and we solve for k by using the initial condition. In the same sense, we're going to be using the initial condition over here. Y equals 0 when x equals square root of 2. Sup Futaba Jr. JR. Is that for Junior? Whatever. Hi, Susie. Y 0 when x is equal to square root of 2. So 0 is going to be equal to math with letters. Yep. We're playing with letters now. K here is going to be equal to something, but x squared is going to be, x is, when y equals 0, x equals square root of 2. So y equals 0, x must be square root of 2. So x squared here must be 2. Subtract that by 1, and you square that, subtract that by 1, and you divide the whole thing by 2, and you're going to get 0. So that means k times 2 minus 1 squared subtracted by 1 must be equal to 0. And then it means that k, this guy is just 1. So this guy is 1, so that means k equals to 1. Boop. Which means the function that we want, the function y that we want, is going to be y equals to plus or minus, actually no, it's wait. But it's supposed to be a function though. It's supposed to be a function, which means we can't have plus or minus here. Leon's Nintendo Direct from last year. Oh, the reaction from last year. When was that? You know, from last year, of course. I'm gonna mute the stream because my parents are gonna be asking why the fuck am I watching the math homework. Why? Come on, it's for education. Or something. I don't know. Y equals to this guy. So both should satisfy the differential equation, I think. And we divide the whole thing by 2, and now we have our answer. And so of course what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug this back into desmos.com. How do we do that? Wait, no, I mean like what do we have here? F prime, let me just set it up real quick. F prime of x is equal to 2, okay, yeah. F prime of x, I'm gonna set that up, and then we have 2x f of x squared plus x divided by x squared times f of x subtracted by f of x. And that should give us the equation. And now I change my stream to the dude, it's eating your computer. Wait, why is it my Streamlab is showing me the live stream message from an hour ago. Okay, not an hour ago, it's like a few minutes ago. but like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Okay, so now I switch that to this, and now we write out the function of x. F of x is the y, right? Which is going to be square root of x squared minus 1 squared minus 1 again, and divided by 2. Is that right? So this is the case where y is positive. I wrote two cases, right? The case where homework ate my dog. Dog ate my homework. I ate my homework. And my dog. It's a homework eat homework world. In this world is eat or be eaten. I have no idea what it is. It's just a differential equation. I shouldn't say just. It's like not really the most common knowledge. But hey, it works. It works. You can see that the output is the exact same thing, which is according to our question. The value of f must be equal to this guy, and it's correct. It is equal because it's the same format. Flowey ate my homework. Yep, that seems right. And if I turn this into negative, the result is gonna stay the same, which is true. Okay, so that's our answer. We got that. Switching back to paint. Okay. So yeah, we got that, and this answer is correct. This answer is correct. Another round of applause, please. Thank you. Hello, we corruptor shows up randomly when someone says something coding related and mathematics related. 21 and 29.7. This is not 29.7. This is 29.47. 21 and 29.7. And boom. Okay. Now on to our last question. This stream is a little shorter now because shorter than last time because gee, I wonder why. Neon's asking me how I became I became friends with so many furries. Neon, I'm gonna be real, I don't fucking know. Okay. Let's see. Boop. We have this question over here. My head hurt. What the hell happened? I just read your message on Discord. Neon, I don't fucking know. What happened last stream? Oh, last stream, I joined a call, right? I joined a call, because I was streaming and then, like 5,000 people started calling me on Discord. And so I joined the call, and then they kind of got me a little distracted sometimes. And I do need to order my food really soon, because right now it's almost 2 p.m. No, not 2 p.m. 2 ทุ่ม เรียกอะไร No, 8 p.m. Right. So basically in Thailand, the time after 6, they call it like ทุ่ม. So like 7 p.m. means 1 ทุ่ม. 1 means like 1. So it means like one of that. Whatever. It's just language and shit. Anyway, onto this question. Heat is escaping at a constant rate through the wall of long cylindrical pipe. Find the temperature T at a distance r from the axis of the cylinder if the inside wall has radius r equals 1 and temperature T equals 100, and the outside wall has r equals 2 and T equals 0 with this following equation. Okay. So, this is actually like a word problem. You still not know how to end the stream, or you want me to do it? No, I haven't. I ended my stream last stream. I ended it myself. I did well. I did well. Hello, Bacteria Girl. Welcome to the stream. Yep. I'm gonna draw out the cylinder first. I'm gonna draw out the cylinder first. Whoop. And then, like that. I suck at drawing. My question casually gets ignored. Wait, what do you ask? Wait, when you play instead of playing the card game? Oh, I don't know. Yep. And it is because of math. I'm not. I'm kind of busy with math to play the other games, and also Hypixel Skyblock because Almond just haven't let me go yet. When I think of math equation like this, I think of YouTube links. It is quite a mess. Yeah. All right. So we have this very well drawn cylinder. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try my best to draw out a better cylinder by tracing out the original circle. I mean, I could use the circle tool, but like it feels more authentic, I guess. I'm gonna trace out this thing. That part wasn't very good. There we go. And then I move this over. Give me a sec. I move this guy over here. Yeah. And then I go back to this layer. And then I am spending more time drawing a cylinder than doing the math. And then draw the tangent line. Nope, not tangent line there. It's not even tangent. It doesn't have to be tangent. On the other hand, I do constantly go on a side tangent. Back to this layer, and then I delete that. And now we have a decently looking cylinder. Yay! We should make the stream longer, but make come on, it didn't take me that long to draw a cylinder. How many minutes did it take me? How ironic that I'm streaming on Sunday. That's nice. Wait, why are you back? It's not tangent, it's sine. Or maybe it's cosine. Okay. And then we also have... He is escaping through the wall of a long cylindrical pipe. So what this really means is that... nice looking cylinder, thank you. What this means is we have a hollow cylindrical pipe here. With the inner radius of r equals to 1. And the outer radius of r equals to 2, which I'm gonna remove it first because it's gonna write on a different layer, otherwise it would be pretty messy. This is 1, this radius is 2, and then also know that the find the temperature T at a distance r from the axis of the cylinder if the inside wall has radius r and that. Okay. So, what do we have here? A type of corruption who wants to join other people. Okay. So, let me use a pen real quick. So what this means is the outer wall has T equals 0, and the temperature on the inner wall is 100. So over here, inside here is hot. Hot as hell. The inside of the pipe is hot as hell. On the outside, what layer am I on? Okay, I'm on the right layer. Good. On the outside, it's cold as fuck. What the hell is a CB? It's basically a card game. I joined the server. I got called into a cult because they're playing card games in there. And so I joined the cult because I like playing card games. Okay, bruh, that's insane. What? Okay, so outside is cold as fuck. Inside is hot as fuck. So where does the heat flow? Where does the heat flow from? Obviously, it's gonna flow from the inside outside. It's gonna flow from the inside to the outside, and the rate of flow is constant. Okay, so this is you never heard a laugh that loud? Come on, really? Did I laugh that loudly? Okay, heat is escaping that constant rate, which means that the total over here is going to be constant. Which means at any point here, right, if you draw a line, No, if you draw a circle. Alright, how about this? If you... Not a circle, what do I say? Let's say we have a cylinder on the inside here. Let's say we have a smaller cylindrical wall on the inside. Then the amount of heat that is passing through this wall we have a small cylindrical wall on the inside here. Boop, boop. Well, not really small, but like, you know. Let's say we imagine an imaginary cylindrical wall on the inside here. The amount of heat that's flowing through the wall is gonna be the rate at which heat is flowing through that wall is gonna be dq by dt. It looks a bit odd, really. Does it? It's probably because of this red thing. Yeah. So what this means is that which is basically telling us that he is escaping along that wall, and the amount of to change your alt mostly. So this means, what this means is, give me a sec. So what this means is that how much the how do I explain this? I want to try and explain this equation first. Okay, let me just draw let me just cut out that slice real quick. Let me cut out the a slice from that. We're gonna have a no. We're gonna have this little wall here. This wall here. This part is like zooming into this bit. Zooming into this zone. We have this little wall here, and we're gonna have a slightly. That thing kind of looks yummy. Actually, yeah, it does. We're gonna have the hotter zone here, and we're gonna have the colder zone over here. We're gonna have the colder zone up here. Alright. Also, hello, welcome to the stream, Steven. What this equation says is that the amount of heat that's flowing through this wall, the amount of heat, the rate at which the heat is flowing through this wall, I'm gonna call it dq by dt, is equal to k, some constant. This constant is depends on the material of the pipe times the area of the pipe. Obviously here, the bigger the area, right? My brain is legit so wrong looking at this in a different way. How are you looking at it? What way? I don't see anything weird about it. I think it does look like a sushi roll. It's just I think it's the inside that looks a little weird. It looks like a the inside of the intestine, because with the villi in there. Anyway, now that we have that, Ka here is going to be the area. A here is the area at which the area of the surface that the area of the surface that is that the heat is flowing through. This is the rate at which heat is flowing through. This is a constant. This is the area that the heat is flowing through. And then we have dt by dx. This is an important part. What this means is that it's the small difference between temperature. dt here is the small difference in temperature between this point up here and this point down here. And dt and dx is the small distance over here. Okay. So now what is K? I'm Cookie. Hello, Cookie. K is the constant that is dependent on the material. So, for example, a copper pipe. A copper pipe is very conductive in terms of heat. So the value of K is going to be very high. But if it is something like a PVC pipe, which is a little worse at transferring heat, the value of K is going to be a little low. Yeah. And A here obviously is the surface area. If you have more if you have more surface if you have more surface area, obviously there's going to be more heat that can flow through it. I don't know why I'm waving my hands around as if I have my camera open, but like I'm waving my hand around as if you guys can see it. You guys don't. And dT by dx is the difference in temperature. I'm just gonna shut up. No, Neon, stay with me. Alright, so I'm gonna call this... Okay, so here, according to the question, dQ by dt is constant. So this is not always the case. It may not be, it might not be constant at some point, but like, for the sake of this equation, we're gonna assume that it is constant. So I'm gonna call this guy H. Because, for the word heat, I guess. So now we're gonna end up with this equation. H equals to Ka dt by dr. H for hedgehog. dx here is the small distance from point here to here, which is the same as dr, which is the small radius from point here outwards over here. So this is pretty much the same. dx and dr pretty much the same thing. Now I'm gonna go back to rewatching Neon stream. Damn. Sonic Adventure DX. Shut up. Okay, you know what? Shut up, Neon. Now, we're not done here yet, because A here is not constant. A depends on where we draw this gray surface. This gray surface is, like this gray surface over here that I drew earlier, is a little small compared to this one that is further out, right? It's smaller compared to the one that's further out. That means that the value of A is going to depend on R. What are we trying to find again? A depends on R, yep. What are we trying to find? We're trying to find the temperature gradient here. We're going to find, like, what is the temperature at the inner point? What is the temperature at the outermost point? And then what's the temperature in between as a function? This is the answer is not linear. So like halfway point is not going to be exactly 50 degrees. It's going to be something that's, you know, not linear. Okay, so A is going to depend on R. And the area here is going to, obviously area depends on R. And what is the area of this cylinder? I'm not the cap. Not the cap of the cylinders. I've seen someone use pi r squared. That is not correct. The actual area is the area at which the heat is going through. The heat is going through the area on the side of the cylinder, which means the area of the side of the cylinder. Let's say the length here is L. Could we use add math acrobatics for this, or would your teacher be angry? I don't know, but if I use it, then I don't have content to stream. And that's why I'm streaming right now. Okay, let's say the length of the pipe is L. It doesn't really matter what it is right now, but the question didn't give us the value of L, but we don't need it. Yeah. We don't need the value L right now, so we're just gonna say that that's L. And for this circle over here, for this cylinder over here. Okay, see ya, Cookie. Have a great day. So for this thing right here, the circumference is gonna be 2 pi r, and the length is L, which means the area, hold on. The area over here is going to be the length of the circumference times the length of the cylinder, which is going to be 2 pi r L. Ooh, that I think I drew that L very nicely there. So we plug this back in here. That is Ka is going to be 2 pi. I'm going to move L over here instead. L, and then it's going to be dt by dr. And the left hand side is just going to be h. Okay, so that is that. We have set up our equation that would describe the system. I should tell my uncle to order the food real quick. I really should, because I don't. Give me a moment. Because it's 8 p.m. I haven't ordered my food. Okay. Okay. To proceed. Indie Road, sorry, I gotta go. Good luck on stream. Yeah. Alright, have a good day, Neon. You could just tell me if Silk Song comes out. Or something. Steven, yes, that is Cookie. I think that is Cookie. We move this whole constant. This term is constant, this term, all of these are constant, so we're gonna move it over to the other side. Now I want to watch it. Now I want to go watch the Indie World thing. Oh no, the stream mod disappeared. Everyone can just spam slurs now. And it's going to be 1 over r dr. And the right hand side is just going to be dt is just standing alone on its own. Lonely. Anyway, this we got this because you guys remember how we did this? You should make me stream mod now. You know what? I can ban it. Don't worry. I have enough power. Literally, the interval started and like my stream dropped by 3 viewers. God damn. Okay, so what I did here was I brought r to this side. So like I divided by r. I brought dr to this side. I brought this whole thing to the side, so we're left with just dt over here. Everything else I just divided on the left hand side. So yeah, now dt is just going to be on the right hand side. Yep, you are correct. What we're doing now is we're integrating. We divide that by 2k pi l, and we're going to integrate 1 over r dr equals to integrate dt. Okay. So we're, the result of the integration is going to be integrate these nuts. Damn. Natural log of r equals to t plus constant c. I didn't put absolute r here because r we know that is it represents an actual value in real life, and so and r here is the radius from this point outwards. So it can't be negative anyway. So I'm not gonna put in the absolute value sign. Okay. And so now we have the temperature as a function of r. We move c to the other side, and we're gonna end up with h over 2k pi l. I feel like I'm missing something. No, I didn't. I don't think I did, at least. Anyway, this is gonna be natural log of r plus some constant c. Now here's the thing. We got the form of our answer now. But what we don't have is the is any of these constants. And this constant. We don't know these two. Fortunately, we have 2 boundary conditions. The one at r equals 1, we have the temperature of t equals 100, and the outside wall we have r equals 2 and t equals 0. So we can plug that in. Well, you know pi and 2. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the correction. Shut up. Anyway, all right. So t here we're gonna put in t is gonna be 100. Is equal to I'm gonna call this whole thing, right? I'm gonna call this whole thing alpha. And it's gonna be natural log of R. R is what? R is equal to 1 at temperature 100. So plugging that in, we're gonna end up with C equals to 100 because log of 1 is equal to 0. Natural log of 1 equals to 0. Natural log is like e to the power of what equals to 1. So e to the power of 0 equals to 1. So this guy becomes 0, so 0 multiplied by alpha, the left hand, so this whole term becomes 0, you add C to it, so C equals 100 Celsius. Right? It's in Celsius, right? It doesn't have a unit. You know what? Fuck you then. I'm just gonna use Kelvin. We're gonna assume that we have somehow managed to reach absolute 0 temperature. Or I'm just gonna leave it unitless. Yeah. Another condition is at T equals 0 is at when R equals to 2, T equals 0, we have R equals to 2. So we're gonna have alpha times the natural log of 2 plus the constant. And that constant is 100. Which means we can move this over. We can get that alpha is going to be equal to negative 100 over natural log of 2. And this is our value of alpha. We have the value of the constant C. Therefore, the function of T, the temperature at each point of the pipe. The temperature starting from here all the way to here is going to be equal to, and we're going to have to split this into 3 cases. The first case is when the radius is less than or equal to 1. Which we set it to be at a constant, no, actually no, it's, T is going to be 100 when R is less than 1. Its value is going to be negative 100 divided by natural log of 2 times natural log of R plus 100 for when the radius is between 1 and 2. And lastly, it's going to be equal to 0 for when R is more than or equal to 2. And that is our answer. I could reformat this a little bit actually, wait. For your information, the logarithm has this property where log A over log B is equal to log with base B of A. So really T here, we can rewrite this whole thing. Because we have natural log R here, we have natural log of 2 here, we can rewrite this to be negative 100. I can't believe Nut is writing first order set theory. What's the first order set theory? I'm stupid. Okay, so really, we can rewrite it like this. And this is our answer. This is the value of T. Yeah. So now we can check our answer by going back into desmos.com and plugging in the value. Give me a moment. How do you not know what that is? I'm not quite sure if we are talking about the same thing. First order set theory. First order set theory. Google. First order set theory. Actually, don't. Formal system built on first order logic. Thank you. What the fuck is first order logic? Anyway, desmos.com, right. Back to desmos.com. There we go. Smart cat. Yep. Alright. Smart cat. Okay, so we have negative 100 times the natural times not the natural log times log 2 of x, log base 2 of x plus 100. And if I write this, give me a sec. If I write this, it's gonna be very very steep. Give me a moment. If x is less than 1, then it's gonna be 100. If x is hold on, 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2, then that's the value. And then if 2 is less than x, then it's gonna be 0. Okay, and we have this function, and we're gonna, give me a sec, I could change the x-axis here, just put it at like 0.5 or something, 0.5 to like 2.5, and now we have this equation, and this is our function. So it is the exactly what we defined it to be at the boundaries, because yeah, it's at x equals 1, the temperature is 100. First order logic is a collection of formal system used in mathematics, computer science, and other shit. I see. And at x equals to 2, it is indeed 0, and in the middle it's a logarithmic function, and that is our answer. Yay! We finished the homework. Yay! Give me a sec. A round of applause, please. A round of applause, please. Applause, yeah. Yay! We finished the homework. Okay. Clap, clap, clap. Alright. Yippee, no more homework. Tomorrow I might get a little bit, I think I might get more homework tomorrow. So that's gonna be more stuff to stream tomorrow. Honestly, this homework came earlier yesterday. This homework was from yesterday, but I postponed it to today because yesterday I had a meeting. Neon, what? What is it, Neon? Content warnings coming to the Switch. Oh, content warning. I remember that game. Is it on Steam? It is on Steam. Content warning. How much is it right now? It is on is it on discount? It is on a bit of a discount, yeah. I haven't bought it actually. Yep. It's like, but when the Silk Song? Yeah, good question. When is Silk Song coming? You know what? I'm not gonna be greedy. So yeah, that is our homework today. Why am I saying ours like it's our homework? What the fuck was that? I think it opened Steam and then it played the sound or something. I don't know what sound that was. But anyway, that is our homework today. It actually didn't take us 2 hours this time. Almost 3 hours this time. Only 1.5. Yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna like formalize this in paper and then turn it in. But for now, this has been the physics homework on differential equations. So you're gonna be greedy, give me your cards. You should give Nat more homework. Please don't. I have to work on my video as well. And my cat is for some reason screaming. Well, it's not really my cat per se, it's a stray that we brought into our house temporarily for like 3 weeks now. I don't know why he's screaming. We gave him food, we gave him everything, we gave him warmth, we played with him. I don't know what he wants. Either way then, I do have a meeting to catch up. I completely forgot about that. I had a meeting at 7 p.m. He demands food? Yeah, I think he does. No, I literally gave him food. What the fuck does he want? Anyway, I have a meeting to catch up. I have a few stuff to do, so today has been a pleasant stream. A lot of people tuning in. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more physics shit. Maybe let it have some free room. Literally 75% of the house. It has 75% of the house. What do you mean free roam? Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. You all have a great day. Have a beautiful day and night. Yeah, see you guys. I'm so fucking mad. Neil, what are you mad about? Actually, you know what? I'll catch that up later on. Alright, have a good day, y'all. Your homework is the most amount of tax to give to one card. Oh yeah, yeah, don't forget to bring me the chart. Hash Konami, whatever you pronounce. No, Silk Song? Okay, I'm ending stream. See you guys. Goodbye.